All right. Okay, looks like there have been a couple of changes with YouTube, and we cannot go live until you actually manually in YouTube say, "Hey, I would very much like to go live." So even if you are sending a stream over to YouTube, it won't actually respond until you go live. So that's unfortunate because in the last few minutes we've been talking about what it is that we need to do, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and repeat some of this a little bit just to kind of get a feel for what it is that we're going to accomplish in this episode. So taking a look at our map here, there are a couple things that are going on. First off, we have some quests in this direction. So we know about some deep gnomes that are being held basically in slavery by a bunch of Grimforged Dwergar. We're going to be heading to the Grimforge really soon. Maybe this episode. And we'll be freeing those deep gnomes. We will also be heading over to the Adamantine Forge. And there are also some quests to pick up over there in the Grimforge as well. So we'll be doing that again really soon. We also need to report that we wiped out some Dwergar intruders, and we just need to turn in the quest basically to the Myconid Sovereign. We are going to want to take a long rest before we do that, because if we do, we're going to get a really nice buff for the rest of our long rest period. So this will wait just a smidge before we actually go and do that. And we'll take a look at the rest of our quests that we have going on. So all roads right now are pointing to Moonrise Towers. So our Dream Visitor told us to go to Moonrise Towers. Halson the Druid has been telling us to go to Moonrise Towers. And actually, Halson knows quite a bit about Moonrise Towers. He has some pretty intense interaction with Moonrise Towers from his distant past. So he knows very much about Moonrise Towers and what's going around there, but what it comes down to is that whole area is under a shadow curse. And we'll be dealing with that shadow curse in Act 2 once we finish up with Act 1, which we're a little distance away from, but yeah. So Lanimus, absolutely, I do have to figure out a way to automate opening that stream now. It was kind of interesting, like just as far as like the technical side of dealing with the stream and having to click the go live button. Whenever I started this stream, it was sending information over to YouTube, but I was not able to click on the go live stream, or the go live button, I mean. And it was only like 10 to 15 minutes into the stream that I was able to click that go live button. So we'll have to see how that works out and how we can handle that a little bit more smoothly. It might mean that I have to start the stream, start the stream for a few minutes before I try clicking on that go live button that shows up. Another interesting thing, typically whenever you schedule these streams, you can duplicate the setting. This is just information about like how you would stream on YouTube. So I mean, for those of you in the future who are watching this, if you're not interested in learning about the fine art of streaming on YouTube, if there is any kind of issue, or sorry, if you do want to schedule a stream, then you can copy the settings from a previous stream, which will include like description and whether captions are enabled and who your target like age range of audience is, that sort of stuff. And but that was not an option whenever I was setting up the stream for tonight. So hopefully that is not a gone setting, but YouTube, which is owned by Google, has a tendency to change things for the negative. And hopefully YouTube, I hope you're not watching, because I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. All right. So here in the Arcane Towers, where we're at. Oh, and Funnystein, hey, good to see you back. So one of the things is Omeluum, who is a friendly mind flayer over in the Myconic colony, wanted us to grab 2 reagents that he could use to create a serum that would like seal off or neutralize the parasite in our brains. And so we have those 2 reagents now that we've been in the Arcane Tower, and we can head back to him and turn in that quest as well, and you know, see where Omeluum can help us out. So we also have Rescue the Druid Halsin, and we have Save the Refugees. And the only thing that we have on these, we've already saved the refugees, we've already rescued the Druid Halsin, but the only thing that we have left to do is the celebration that we're going to have in our camp whenever we select to do a long rest. We actually cleared this out a long time ago. We just haven't done the celebration because that celebration occurs only whenever you do a long rest in like the big standard area of Act 1. Like, so if you're in the Underdark, you won't get it. If you're in a cellar, you won't get it. And so far, any long rests that we've had have been not in the standard area, so we've got to take care of that. And actually, on that note, there are a good number of story advancement cutscenes that happen on long rest. And what we're probably going to do today is we're going to do just a whole chain of long rests so that we can see all of those cutscenes and get those taken out and taken care of. Lots of conversation to be had with a lot of our party members as well. I think Lae'zel is going to get a little cranky if we spend a whole bunch of days just long resting. Like, you know, not necessarily that we're long resting, but more that we just have spent a lot of days without going to her dang Githyanki Kresh. Which, on that note, our next quest up is find the Githyanki Kresh. I know. Nerdad is a camper, man. He likes sleeping in his tent. Although whenever we go to our camp, take a look at some of the tents that the party members have set up, because some of them are pretty swanky, man. If I could camp, you know, with some of those swanky tents, I'd be way more down with camping. Which, you know, I like camping as it is, but there it is. Also, we have this quest, Embrace Your Potential. This just has to do with absorbing parasites and getting illithid powers from gobbling up parasites that we find. We found a Githyanki story disc that tells us that Prince Orpheus might actually be the leader of the Githyanki. So this is interesting because Vlaakith is considered like the deity queen of the Githyanki, and Lae'zel is a huge fan of Vlaakith and talks about her all the dang time. But it turns out that Vlaakith may not actually be the true deity leader of the Githyanki. So we're going to have to investigate this whole thing with Prince Orpheus and figure out if he is the true heir. And this looks like a very idle side quest, but it turns out that this is actually pretty significant for the story of Baldur's Gate 3. Spoiler alert. Let's see, we also freed an artist when we were in the Zhentarim hideout, and we will be able to, later on in Act 3, meet him in Baldur's Gate. This is another instance of all roads leading to Moonrise Tower. We have a quest to rescue the Grand Duke, because we found out whenever we were in the Burning Inn and Tavern over at Joaquin's Rest that there was a Grand Duke from Baldur's Gate who's also, not so spoiler alert, is also Will's father. Was captured by Drow and taken, surprisingly enough, to Moonrise Towers, which will be the big culmination of all the story in Act 2. Spoiler alert again. So the Grand Duke is, from what we know right now, in Moonrise Towers, so we need to head in that direction, which is kind of why we're even in the Underdark and why we are looking for the Githyanki Kresh, because both of those, both the Underdark and the path to the Githyanki Kresh, lead in a sense over to the Moonrise Towers. So which again is like all of Act 2. All right, we still have this quest to steal the idol from the druids. I will not be doing that because really, like, so it is kind of interesting. Like, whenever you have the idol in your possession, like all of the stuff around you including enemies, get a buff to like their nature checks. And it's so funny. It's so funny because if you have the idol, the druids first off freak out for a while about somebody stole our idol. And actually, if you steal the idol before you have rescued all of the refugees and they are safely along their way, it will spark a civil war between the druids and the tieflings, just because the druids think that the tieflings stole that idol. So you have to do it at the right time, or else it won't be super positive of an outcome. But it is really funny because the idol gives everybody around it a buff to their nature checks. And so while the druids are sitting there like, what happened to our idol? Like, you can see in your message log, like, angry druid has just gotten a buff to their nature, and like you'll see this as you walk around, and it's kind of funny. It's always confusing which guy with the tiny knives while crouching behind you robbed you. So, okay. I might show you guys exactly how you can steal that idol. I don't want to do it, because I'm trying to keep this playthrough as clean as possible. But I will show you how you can do it, and then I'll reload. But it is kind of fascinating because there is a legit tactic that you can do in order to take care of that and steal that idol. All right. The next thing that we have got up is, again, we have to go talk to Sovereign Spa because we did take out these Dwargar intruders. And yeah, we'll get a reward for this. And it is worth noting that Sovereign Spa will give us a pretty potent buff that will last until long rest. So I am going to wait until we have a long rest, and then whenever we have that long rest, we'll go talk to Sovereign Spa. We'll get the buff. All right. Next up, the next area that we're going to be heading to. Let me show you guys on the map here. There are these little ships right here, and these little ships will take us to like Western Underdark, where there's a Dwargar city called Grimforge. And Grimforge is the place where the Deep Gnomes have been taken and captured and put into slavery. And it's also where we are going to deal with, let's see, the Adamantine Forge, which we've learned a little bit about, mostly from the memory shard that those petrified drow that were assaulted by the Spectator had. So Adamantine Forge is a place, from what we understand, is somewhere where we can make really, really swanky gear, which, by golly, we are going to do. In fact, there is one piece of armor in the Adamantine Forge that will basically last us until the end of the game. So absolutely worth doing the Adamantine Forge. And it also has one of the more interesting boss fights in the Adamantine Forge. So yeah, I really like that area. It'll be really cool whenever we get there. Next up, we have an artifact or a relic called the Night Song, and we've received little tidbits of information about the Night Song, but as it is right now, the path kind of goes cold in the Underdark, and we're going to get more into the Night Song again in Act 2, and we'll see what's going on there. We also have a book called The Necromancy of Thay. We've already pretty much taken care of everything that we can do with the Necromancy of Thay right now. This is when Gale started looking through all the pages, and he was able to pass a whole bunch of saving throws, I guess you could say, to get to the end of what we can explore right now. And because of that, he can now speak with dead, just without using up a spell slot, without using up a scroll. He can just cast it once per long rest. But the whole spell lasts until long rest, so that's pretty nice. It is also super nice because Gale can cast Disguise Self on himself. And Disguise Self is super useful because whenever you talk to a corpse that you have killed, the corpse will be super prissy and uppity about whether or not it wants to talk to you, because dang it all, I don't want to talk to my killer. So if you use Disguise Self on yourself, make yourself look totally different, that is enough to confuse a corpse, because corpses are stupid. So it's super useful that we have both of those abilities on Gale. All right. Then we don't usually review the companion quest, but it's been a little while since we have, so we'll go through these real quick. So first off, Shadowheart. A couple of crazy things going on with Shadowheart. First off, she's got this wound in her hand that burns her very, very badly whenever, or I guess not burns, but pains her very, very badly when certain things happen. Shadowheart is on a quest right now. She's on a mission, actually, she calls it, and she is supposed to report to her Mother Superior in her pod of Shar worshippers, I guess is the term. We need to come up with a collective noun for what a group of worshippers of Shar is. So put in the chat what you think a collective noun for a group of Shar worshippers is. Maybe like something like a shadow of Shar worshippers or something like that. Let me know in the chat. Or in the comments if you're coming from the future and watching this stream. Also be sure to like and subscribe and slam on that notification bell. All right. So one interesting thing that happened last episode is we did have Shadowheart eat Noble Stalk, which is a mushroom that is capable of healing all sorts of afflictions, up to and including restoring some memory. And she did remember a time from her childhood where she had a best buddy who might still be in Baldur's Gate. So we'll be exploring that in Act 3 whenever we have that. And her big thing is that Shadowheart wants to be a Dark Justiciar, and we are going to try to find a lair, like basically a temple of Shar, where a whole bunch of Dark Justiciar would be, and we're going to get into that here a little bit more in Grimforge. All right, Karlach. Basic thing that's happening with Karlach is that she has an infernal machine instead of a heart, and that is causing her to burn the heck up. So all she wants is a hug. And she's not able to have a hug because she would melt the face off of anybody that tried. And dang it, it's been 10 years since she's had a hug, and that's all she wants out of life. So the tiefling blacksmith that is over in the Emerald Grove is going to be able to help Karlach as long as we have Infernal Iron and Karlach in our party. So we'll be continuing to upgrade her as the story goes on. Like we mentioned with Will, like his father is the Grand Duke, and we are on a quest to rescue the Grand Duke from Moonrise Towers, which again, all roads currently are leading to the Moonrise Towers, which again is the whole point of us going through, like going by the, well, that's not the whole point of us going by the Githyanki Kresh, but incidentally, going by the Githyanki Kresh will also lead us into the area around Moonrise Towers, and going through the Underdark will also lead us to Moonrise Towers. So 2 paths, you can take either one. We're going to completely explore both of them, maybe this episode. We'll see. I know, you would think you'd just be able to drink a fire resist potion and then hug her, but it's an intense fire, you guys. It's an intense fire. Lae'zel's like companion quest right now, it is her entire quest right now is her not shutting up about the Githyanki Kresh. And in fact, she gets incredibly cranky if you spend many days just fiddling around instead of going to the Githyanki Kresh. And this is part of the reason that I am absolutely not putting Lae'zel in my dang party, because I don't want to hear her whining about the Githyanki Kresh and all of the not going to it that we're doing. Because again, she will not shut up about it, which is sad because Lae'zel is actually a super, super potent party member that you can have in your party. Warriors are not warriors. That's a cough, cough, cough. That's a Final Fantasy 14 and World of Warcraft. Fighters are very, very potent classes that are capable of enormous damage output if they, what's called Go Nova. If you burn all of your abilities, all in one turn, you can just do enormous damage. And the really nice thing about fighters is all of their stuff is restored on a short rest. So if you're trying to make a party that is focused on short rests, fighter is absolutely the way to go. Next up, the Pale Elf. This is Astarian's companion quest, and really there's not too much going on with Astarian in this. We just know that he has a vampire master named Cazador. He is broken free of Cazador thanks to the parasite, which kind of puts him in an interesting situation where he absolutely wants to keep the parasite in his brain. Because, one, the parasite prevents him from being in complete slavery to Cazador. And second, it just gives him a ton of power, which, surprise, surprise, the evil vampire wants in abundance. So, imagine that. Imagine that. Astarian wants the parasite. We'll get into a little bit more with Astarian stuff in Act 2. There's not a whole lot going on right now. And then with Gale, just the stuff that we know about him is that because he was trying to impress the goddess Mystra, he toyed with stuff that he should not have been toying with. And he now has a nuclear arcane bomb that is embedded in his chest, which is why we have to keep feeding him all these, special, unique items, which is quite a shame. But he should be done with the item feeding for right now, and we'll get into quite a bit more of his story here pretty soon. All right, that is it as far as quest and what we have going on. Again, our main priorities are going to be turning in stuff to the Myconic Grove. There are a couple things that we need to do here, as well as we have 2 pieces of the icy weapon. We need 3 total, and the last one is in this treasure vault right in here, which we will have access to once we turn in this quest to the Myconic Colony. All right, so for right now, what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and head back to camp. And we are going to do some long resting. Because I believe... Oh, no, we still have all of our short rest available. Maybe this isn't the best idea. We can do a whole lot more. But do we want to? Yeah, we want to. We want to. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and jump over to Joaquin's rest, and we will try to burn through our short rest a little bit more efficiently. All right. So here... Oh, we still have that toll collector vault. I think that we finished that up, and I just didn't remove the marker, so we'll have to take a look at that. I do want to wipe out all of these individual markers before we move along, so we'll check out some of this stuff here in a second. We do have the tea house. Wonder why that is marked as a quest location, other than so. This is Auntie Ethel's tea house, and there is actually a place in Auntie Ethel's tea house where we can get into the Underdark, which does lead us to Grimforge, which is why that is labeled that way. All right, yeah, not too much going on, but we do know that there is a Githyanki patrol that's happening over here, so yeah, we need to deal with that here, and I think that's what we're going to go ahead and deal with. Steal the idol. You know what? I tell you what. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys what you need to do to steal that idol. And this is actually a super, super useful tactic for stealing just about anything when that anything is not pickpocketable. It's like out in the open, and you really, really just want to grab it. Dang it all. So I'll show you guys that. It is kind of a bummer how long it takes to walk into the dang Emerald Grove. Hey, and actually now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, we do have 2 short rests. Let's see, Nerdad is like out of spell slots. How is Shadowheart has all of hers. Gale is only missing 1 level 3, and Astarian has all of his spell slots. So it's really just Nerdad that is missing all of his, which is kind of weird. But these level 2s are Warlock spell slots, so those are recharged on short rest. So that's really all he needs to worry about. I know. Well, see, the thing is, Yeah, walking is inconvenient, and I'll show you why, dang it. So, I mean, Joaquin's Rest, major quest area right here. This right here is also a major quest area, and look how convenient that dang waypoint is. Same thing with the Risen Road. Like, this is a major quest area. This is a major quest area. Risen Road waypoint. Super convenient. Goblin Camp. We had a vendor there before we slaughtered his entire family and peoples. Before that, there was a waypoint right here. And not only that, but one of the biggest quest areas in all of Act 1 right here in Goblin Camp. Super convenient waypoint. There's also a waypoint right here, right by major quest area, if you do that correctly, unlike what we did. Blighted Village, major quest area, right in the midst of it, but here, major quest area, major quest area, like just so much going on in this area, but freaking look at this. It is way the heck out of the way. This is our main vendor that we deal with during all this. That's right. Bro really did do that. And yeah, this waypoint is just so freaking far away. And what makes it worse, this is what makes it worse. There's this big, huge gate right here that takes forever to open. And so you just sit here waiting for the gate to open, and it's just rubbing salt in the wound. So annoying. First off, let's see if there's anything that we need to sell, and it looks like there is. So yeah, we'll go ahead and sell what we need to here. We do have Infernal Iron. Actually, we might want to take care of Damon while we're... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. This is our theft run. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to... And you guys have seen me pickpocket. This was many episodes ago, but the general idea with pickpocketing is you put it in turn-based mode and you pickpocket, and then you get the heck out of there by having Astarion go to camp. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow those same basic principles and have him steal the idol. And again, this is just for demonstration purposes. We're not actually going to steal the idol. Dang it all. Let me regroup Astarion, and let me ungroup Shadowheart. All right.
Most excellent.
So. It is worth noting that in Dungeons & Dragons, a rogue's best friend in the entire world is a wizard. And the reason that is, oh my gosh. Okay, no, there's plenty of vision that's going on here. The reason that a wizard is a rogue's best friend is because the wizard can cast all kinds of cool stuff, like greater invisibility, and jump, and goodness gracious, Featherfall is another really good one if you're needing to get in there. But let me show you the reason that wizards are so useful. I'm gonna go ahead and take off Featherfall, and we're gonna add just the coolest spell ever, Fog Cloud. Fog Cloud. Let's read the description real quick. The cloud blinds and heavily obscures creatures within it. So what we're gonna do?
Keep your distance, darling.
And we're going to move everybody up right here. We are going to enter into turn-based mode to give us plenty of time to act and react.
Which way to the nearest light?
And then we are going to cast Fog Cloud right in the area that we want. Oh no, Astarion's blinded. What are we gonna do? What we're going to do is we're going to steal some stuff. So we go ahead and do hide as a bonus action so that he still has his action to grab things. Don't move too far, my guy. And now that we have grabbed that, we are going to go ahead, exit turn-based mode, and zip them the heck back to camp.
Lovely down
And
this.
Gale is
For
over
now.
there as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jump back over to Nerdad because we need to be in this same area so that we can see when the druids are done reacting. So I'm going to move him forward just a little bit. And see here, they're all like gathered up. They're all looking around. Oh my goodness, somebody stole the idol. So we just wait for them to chill out. And check that out. They went back to sitting down. And we'll go ahead and zip these two right on back. And easy peasy, we have an idol, but Astarian's messed up, so we'll just have him jump out of the way. Gale thought it necessary to follow in the exact footsteps of Astarian instead of walking around this weird thing in the middle. He just decided to go and jump off of it like a weirdo. And so now, check out what we have. We have an idol of Sylvanas. And if we examine that thing, actually we won't examine that thing, but we will take a look at Sylvanas' blessing, which means that we have proficiency in nature. Oh, and animal handling. I totally forgot about that. So this will give us a pretty hefty little bonus to our nature and animal handling. But if you notice here in the chat log, it is everybody as they move around are gaining and losing the condition Sylvanas' blessing. So it's like, I'm sure because they're druids, they know when they receive Sylvanas' blessing. So it's like, where could the idol be? As Astarian is running past them. And they have no idea. So anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna worry about actually having the idol this round, this playthrough. Just because it does affect things a little bit in the later game. So, but the story goes, once you have the idol, the person that was looking for it was the leader of like the tiefling bandits, the tiefling bandit children. She wanted that idol. If you turn that quest in, I can't remember what the reward is. I think it's like a ring or something like that. But what you can do is then go up behind her and pickpocket the idol that you just gave her. And again, she will have Sylvanas' blessing, and you walk away from her and she loses it. And what happened to the idol? It's fantastic. But the point being though, that whenever you talk to the leader of the children bandits again, she's like, somebody stole the idol. Whenever I find out who it is, I'm gonna recruit them. And it's fantastic. She's so upbeat for being like an evil tiefling child. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sell some stuff.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped, of course.
But remember, you're not the only one in need. All right, so we'll just go ahead and sell a whole bunch of our stuff here. He only has 847. We should be able to sell most of this without hitting his limit. And even still, I think Damon is still in the area as well, so we'll be able to sell some stuff to him as well. What potion is this? Elixir of Vigilance. +5, a bonus to initiative, and you can't be surprised. So, not being surprised is a really big one, because there are some times in this game where you are going to have stuff pop out of nowhere, and not being surprised whenever they do that is pretty nice. Other than that, he's got a dagger +1, great axe +1. Just kind of looking for things we can potentially steal. But we're not going to worry about that too much. Again, we're trying to play a pretty clean playthrough here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and sell a shovel. We don't need any of that. Get rid of all this malarkey right here. What is this? Oh, Staff of Arcane Blessing. This is actually a pretty good staff, if only because it does give you a level 1 version of Bless, which is blessing 3 creatures. If you crank up Bless to level 2, it will allow you to bless your entire party, which is really awesome. But for as it is right now, Bless up to 3 creatures. Bless is one of the best buffs that you can do in this game, and I will continue using Bless basically throughout the entire game. You do gain a 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws, which, awesome. Just awesome, dang it all. So we'll keep on selling all this stuff. Ring of Flinging. I have been messing around in another playthrough, and like in a test playthrough, you can call it, with a barbarian throwing build. And Ring of Flinging is a great item to have with that throwing build. But that throwing build, I have got to say, is just about the strongest build I think I've seen in this game. And that includes the crazy build that we have Astarion with. So yeah, it's just awesome. It's just awesome, dang it. All of these books, I'm not totally sure if we need to sell these or not. So I'm gonna keep all of the unique ones and sell all of the non-unique ones. Because again, I like having the flavor stuff until the relevant quests associated with the unique readables, I guess you want to call them, are taken care of. So lots of individual things. So actually, that one's kind of interesting. The treatise on the anti-magic properties of the Susser Tree Flower. Kind of cool. This is the one where it describes that, yeah, if you put a Susser Tree Flower in a big old generator, it generates a whole bunch of power. So that's where you're supposed to learn that you shove a Susser Tree bloom into the generator in the Arcane Tower. But we are all done with the Arcane Tower, so we do not need that anymore. I forgot to check. Yeah, okay, so we're still within his limit. Getting close though, which is always a good sign. All right, now we need to be a little careful. Pearl is going to put us over. Plate is going to put us a little over, so we're going to hold off on doing that. Yeah, we can do that one. Purple fluoride shard, we can do that. 837. Yeah, I should have a good number of extra little things that we can sell, like these little 1 gold things. Although, check this out. We can sell that one, and we can sell that, and that'll give us exactly what we want.
May you keep
balance, Aaron. Forward. And we'll go check with Damon and sell the rest of our stuff that we have got. They have to sneeze first, of course. So one thing that I do want to experiment with is there are ways to get temporary hit points, and one of those ways is by doing Armor of Agathis, which is a great, awesome spell. Armor of Agathis, you get 10 temporary hit points, and as long as you have those temporary hit points, you will do 10 cold damage anytime anybody hits you with a melee attack, which is just awesome. Especially as the Warlock spell levels go up and up and up and up, because you get an additional 5 temporary hit points and additional 5 cold damage every single time that you go up in Warlock spell level.
Who do I pray to for a real forge? Moradin? He probably wouldn't listen to me. I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
I like Damon a lot. He's light-hearted, which is great. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Get all this stuff sold here. While still keeping, again, this is a carafe of water. Water can be super useful, especially with the build that we have Shadowheart on. Actually, we want to keep that, I think. Oh, no, that's from the Susser Tree. So yeah, we can keep that.
There is work to do.
Dang, he is running out of gold here.
Seek and you shall find me.
But I think we... Oh, no. Whoop. Not that. Not that. Dang it. I want that back. I want that back. All right. I think all of these are reagents here. Sell all that. All right, cool. I think that is all that we need to do for selling. And let me show you guys another trick that you can do to to kind of help organize things. So I've got this alchemy pouch, which has all of my alchemical reagents all shoved nicely in here. And we also have Astarian. Astarian with a whole bunch of alchemical reagents that I don't want to drag individually in there. And I could, yeah, just highlight them all and drag them over to the alchemy pouch. But there is actually a quicker way to do that. And that is the alchemy pouch will automatically put stuff into itself whenever you drag it over. So Kablorki automatically puts those reagents into the alchemy pouch, and then we can just move it right the heck back. All right, cool. Oh, I do want to sell that round flask, though, because we don't need that round flask. Dang it. Oh, I missed that.
Who do I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
There we go. And he's only got 86 gold, so we actually not timed that out, but estimated that out pretty nicely. All right, cool. Let's do a little bit of inventory management. Want to send all these to... Actually, I will go ahead and do that whole drag and drop thing. I think that's his scroll pouch. Yeah, it is. This is his grenade pouch. Astarian, that is his poison pouch, and then we've got his arrow pouch. So what we're gonna do, go ahead and move these arrows in there. And we will go ahead and move all these special items over to Gale. We'll move that over there. Oh, and all of these readables we will also move over to Gale. I like all of my readables on Gale because that's what Gale does, is he's a reader, dang it. And we'll keep these on Tav. Not Tav. Tav is the generic name, but on Nerdad. These go to that guy, and we will send this. I think we're done with the dog collar, but again, it's a unique item. I like keeping those unique items around. All right. I think that we are done with fiddling around with stuff. And we can actually go... Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. Look at all this. We have these potions that need to go over to Shadowheart. Ooh, and we have leather armor that we need to sell. See, guys? Always good to check this stuff out. Armor is particularly important to sell as soon as you can because, my goodness gracious, it weighs just a ton. And so the quicker you can get rid of that armor, the better. Quicker you can get rid of that armor, the better. There we go. Couldn't find it there. All right, cool. So I think we're done with the... Oh, no, let's check out this triple jump. I want to see if that is a legit map marker. So we'll go check this out and see if we do legitimately need to employ our triple jumpy stuff.
Seems simple enough.
Oh, no! Ah, misclicked. Misclicked! Those are one of the most painful misclicks, too, because you end up changing areas. The worst misclicks are whenever you are trying to stop whenever you fail to detect a trap and you end up totally messing up. Oh, I am heading away from the triple jump, I believe. So I think it is up here. So we'll take a look. We'll take a look up here. Let's see, treasure chest. Oh yeah, we need to. Look at that. There's actually something that we need to take care of. It was a legit map marker, y'all. How about that? Oh, a triple jumpy spell yet, but we do have we have this potion that we can use. And actually, I am going to have a Starian drink that, because just in case that chest is trapped or is locked. And hi-yo. Nope, it sure wasn't. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check and see if Gale can learn that, because that is a super useful spell to have around. So we're gonna go ahead and pull out all of our scrolls just to see if there's anything important that Gale needs to learn, because Gale is our spell factory. All right, Charm Person might be good. We do have enough gold right now to be a little loosey-goosey with what we grab here. Dark Vision, yeah, we're gonna want. Enlarge Reduce is something that we're gonna want. More for the reduction, because that will allow us to get into small spaces. Feign Death, Fire Shield's a really good one, but we can't do level 4 spells yet. Gaseous Form is a good one, because again, that'll let us get into locations that we can't normally get into. Lightning Bolt's a pretty great spell, but I prefer, like, it does the same damage as Fireball, and I prefer Fireball, because normally you don't get enemies like that are lined up in a great line. When they do, when they're lined up, and you can actually pull off like a lightning bolt that just passes through all of them, and you just deal an enormous amount of damage to everything in that line. It feels great, but that oftentimes doesn't happen. So I think Fireball's the better spell here. Remove Curse is one that I'm gonna want. I do not have a scroll of Extend Leap. I'm a little shocked by that. But we will learn all those spells. And we do have an extra slot. Oh, because we took off the other one. Actually, let's go ahead. Oh no, I have Bird out. So never mind. We don't need Bird. So we'll get Magic Missile. It's always good to have Magic Missile. Magic Missile's great. Oops. All right. So now, look at all the progress we're making. We can go in here and remove that marker. How exciting. Okay. We had another marker around here somewhere. Yeah. Rocky Crevice. This, I believe, will take us into the Spider Cave, so we really don't need that. I'm going to get rid of that. We have up here Toll Collector Vault. I'm pretty sure that we collected everything in the Toll Collector Vault, but we'll double check real quick.
What path lies before me?
I feel like we did that last episode. Again, bunch of gore. Go to this time code to get past all the gore, but yeah, it's just a little bit of bloody stuff, a little bit of entrails going on. But we'll go ahead and go into this place, into the vault. Yeah, looks like it is empty so far. Let's check this out. Empty so far. All this has been looted. And empty so far. And all this stuff in here has already been looted, definitely. Okay. Cool. Go head over to the... Actually, we probably need to go to Joaquin's Rest. I think that's going to be a little bit better. Well, first, let's clear this marker out, you guys. Ugh, feels good. Feels good wiping those markers out. And I think that is all of the stuff that we need to do right now. So. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go over to Joaquin's Rest. Although first, we're going to go ahead and head back into camp. We'll kick out one of our existing party members. Let's see, who do we want to get rid of? We'll get rid of Gale. Gale's a great debuffer, but that's and like those debuffs can make a huge difference. But if we're not going to be in combat, we're okay.
I'm listening. I question the wisdom. I'll be here.
Okay, get rid of Gale, and we are going to put Lae'zel in the party so that she can be a little less cranky whenever we go and find that Githyanki patrol.
Good time for a chat.
Speak.
Yeah.
It is done.
Oh, and dang, let's level her up a little bit. new feat. Actually, let me take a look at what build we are going with her. It's in my notes file, you guys, because I always take an enormous amount of notes. All right. So saying athlete increases your strength or dex by 1. Ahaha, and check that out. We do definitely need athlete. We'll crank that up, so that'll be perfect. I don't like the dex at 13. That always stinks. You always want your stats at even numbers, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Dex is so interesting because it is so useful. It is so useful. Like, you get more out of dexterity than you do with any other ability, and that's because all of your ranged attacks are based off of dex. All of your finesse weapon attacks are based off of, based off of dex. And that's fine. You don't have to have a ranged weapon or rely on a ranged weapon too much. It is kind of nice being able to pop out your bow in case you're too far away and you don't have the movement to get up close to somebody. But so that is nice to have, but not absolutely critical. But it also affects your initiative, which is a big deal. And it does affect your armor class in as much as you're not wearing super heavy armor. But the big deal is it gives you bonuses to your dexterity saving throws, which are a very, very important saving throw to have a good bonus to. So yeah. Dex is super nice. I don't like having it at 13. Whatever, it's fine. But we will do athlete. Athlete is really cool. So your strength or dexterity increases by 1, which we increase strength, which is a big deal. And then whenever you are prone, standing up uses significantly less movement, and your jump distance also increases by 50%, which is awesome because in Baldur's Gate 3, jumping is incredible. And thank goodness she is up to level 5, which again, we get an extra attack, which is just going to make her a powerhouse. Awesome. And for race, she also gets Misty Step, which is one of the best spells in the game. Because as a bonus action, you just teleport. It's so good. It's so good. And she can use that once per long rest, which is awesome. I mean, not awesome. Be awesome if it were, every short rest, but it's powerful. I get why they don't do that. Okay, Lae'zel has a longsword. Let's see. Nerdad does have the Sword of Justice, which is a really good sword for her to have right now, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the heck out of here. And I'm going to try a couple things as we do this. And so I'm going to actually put Lae'zel in the lead here. Go ahead and save. I feel like I just quick saved, but I'm like quick save happy. And we do need to go down to that little area down there. Oh, actually, no. Heck, we need to go to this area right here.
No one's stopped me yet.
Right.
Damn thing could blot out the sun.
So yeah, we just had
It would
a
be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
Go a lifetime without seeing one, and then they won't stop pestering you.
so that was the shadow of a dragon that just passed over us. So we gotta be super good.
At the ready.
But first, see what I mean? I'm like quick save happy right now. Just because I am gonna try something a little risky in a second here.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
Hey, language. I might have been concerned. Had I the slightest idea who they are. Whatever you just called me, I didn't like the sound of it. Watch your tongue. What's the matter, and who are you exactly? We'll do what's the matter.
What? Apart from the dragon? Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. Unless you're looking for a fight, that is.
Let's see. Who are you?
Nobody. Just another harassing.
Hey,
fool trying to
language
stay alive.
again.
There's plenty of us around.
Seems you have good survival instincts. Maybe you should join me instead.
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone.
Do you think the rest of your party members were sitting there like, yeah, it's awesome just following him around. What's your problem?
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
All right. We do have some heavy chests and stuff to loot over here. So again, I want to be a little bit careful. But you check it out. We have got
Drop your weapons!
a whole bunch of
Feed your
Githyanki
innards
down.
to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Worth a reminder that Githyanki in general are lawful evil. They are not pleasant people to deal with. And they are cocky, cocky, cocky. It's gonna mess up the river, you guys.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
So that queen,
Great dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
yes, we definitely want to get down in there. All right, so here's what we're going to try. I have no idea if this is even going to remotely work, but we're gonna give it a try.
Over here.
So, we are going to put Astarion in. We're going to activate his cloaking device. Let's see if we can get into this area here.
Yes, Kithrak. We shall find it.
Okay. Oh no, and they're moving. Oh no, and they're moving. Oh no, and they're moving. We're going to try to pickpocket some stuff off of this guy.
What can we rescue?
Oh, no, we're not, because dang it, he does not have this in his list of things to pickpocket. So we instead are going to get the heck out of here. And actually, what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to do the whole thing that we did with the cool sword on the on the tentacle ship whenever we first started. We're going to try to do some command. Yeah, come on. Oh, crud, she is in conversation. I don't want that. Pumpkin. All right. Let's see. The dragon incinerated those soldiers. Surely this isn't safe. And we'll just pat the dragon on the head, I suppose. Yeah, we'll do
The
this one.
dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
All right. All right. All right. Where the heck did Shadowheart go? Oh, no. That was that was Lae'zel that left.
I have a lot on my mind.
Oh, Pumpkin.
Well,
Oh, Pumpkin.
Eat it.
Oh, it's okay. So first off, we need command. We do have command. We have it on him. We do not have that as a wizard spell, but we do have... Oh, yeah. We do have command as a cleric spell. Alright. So we got two people with command. This is going to be
No,
relevant here in a
never
second. Alright. So we're going to quick save here. Gonna get everybody all sneaky and stuff. Oh, and there is a lot of vision coverage here. I'm not sure where all that vision coverage is coming from.
What if I do?
Because...
And yet you do not heed her Kithrak's command.
We'll go ahead and listen to this conversation here for a second.
Queen's children prove so stubborn.
Hey, watch it.
Cloak and dagger. My favorite.
Okay. So I think what we're going to need to do... This is what we're going to need to do. Maybe come down from this side and try to get close to this guy over here. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and take Astarion out of the group, which is odd, because he's usually the guy that we use for sneaking around. But the idea... Oh my gosh, that's why. That's why we have... That's why we have sight lines in there. All right, they're coming back down. They're coming back down. The idea is that this guy, the Kithrak Voss, has a pretty sweet weapon that we want. And what we want to do
I was trying to concentrate.
is make sure that somebody survives enough to... That's really weird.
Should have worn
There
my
we go.
boots.
There we go.
And yet you do not heed her Kithrak's command.
Okay.
Few of
Oh,
our queen's
Nerdad
children-
doesn't have any spell slots. Never mind.
With haste.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Okay. So I don't like the fact that Lae'zel is not in our party. I'm kind of worried about possibly losing her. Okay, we're just gonna try sending
This way.
Shadowheart in. Or maybe
Still alive,
Nerd.
so that's
Okay,
progress.
all right. Let's just try this
And
thing.
yet you do not heed
No
her
time to
Kithrak's
Let's just try
command.
this thing. Yeah, here we
Ryder,
go.
my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding, for I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child?
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud, regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
My mandate, Gestil Kithrak, is to locate this crash. I was infected aboard a Geich ship and need to be purified. Your mandate is to aid me.
Purified? Oh, Lae'zel, why must the truth be so bitter? Soon your skin will go grey, and your blood will run silver. You will shed your skin to become Geich. Only in death are the infected cleansed. You will give us the
Again,
weapon,
pretty ominous
then
here.
you will bend your head for the sword.
Stand down, Knight. I do not have what you seek.
Our queen's word binds me. Beretha, see that her skull is split and the tadpole crushed. Then examine her corpse. I will take word to the undying queen. To Denos, to the sky!
So I did mess this up. I'm not sure what exactly I need to do in order to obtain that weapon, but regardless of what I need to do, we did not do it. So we're gonna go ahead and do this fight like we would normally. But the nice thing is, yeah, let's go ahead and shield up. the nice thing is we have Nerdad outside of combat at the moment, and as well as our sniper Astarion. See, this is what I'm talking about with... Jeez. Okay. It is time to bring some people in. This is ridiculous. This is not good. This is not good. They're going to kill Shadowheart before anything happens. Yep. I think this was all a massive mistake. All right. Jeez. Yeah, we needed that. Goodness gracious. Shadowheart and Lysel are officially dead. Oh, man. This is just not going well in the slightest bit. My gosh. Holy crud. Yeah, Lysel was just brutalized there. So this is going to be pretty rough. It is a level 6, a level 5, and a level 5 against two level 5s. We might have to reload because of a game over here.
These boots have seen everything.
Oh man, they saw that. How'd they see that? Alright, fine, whatever.
I'm ready.
Alright. I was hoping we'd be able to kill something on this first turn of Astarion, but we're not going to be able to. Oh, he doesn't even have a bonus action. What the heck? Alright. It's gonna be really, really close. Because I do have Dread Ambusher, which might. First off, we're gonna have to get pretty lucky to hit. We're gonna have to get pretty lucky to do enough damage to kill this thing. Oh, yep. That's it. We're hosed. We are so screwed. Y'all. So, we're going to run. Oh, not enough movement. Dang it. Well, at least they're surprised. That means that was weird. That they're not going to get a turn. May as well burn Misty Step right now. And get well. Actually, he is warlocky. He can do a whole bunch of Eldritch blasts. Yeah, let's just do that. That'll keep him at bay at least for a little while. Eldritch Blast, 4 to 13 damage. That means that it is 8.5 on average. Yeah, ooh, only 2, huh? Yeah. I love Eldritch Blast. It looks so cool. And we are going to back the heck up with him as well. Come on. Let me jump. Dang it. Fine. I do have that Misty Step in my back pocket in case I need it, but for right now, Astarion is going to get some freaking high ground so that we can shoot at a distance here. It should give us enough. Oof, it's out of normal range. I do not like that. But we really don't have too much of a choice unless I decide to Misty Step the heck over. And even then, I'm not totally sure that I'm going to be in range of stuff. You know what? I'm going to burn it. Hopefully this kills him. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's outside of normal range, but it's not too bad for hitting. So yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Hey, nice. Actually connected that. Way to go, Astarion. Connected that too. He's got like, yeah, 1 hit point. I cannot tell you how many times I'll be sitting there with Astarion who's got like a ton of damage output, and I have to waste like that ton of damage output because my target has 1 HP left after Astarion's like sniped the crud out of him. So, hey, here we go. And that's where the miss is. That leaves them still up with 1 HP. Yeah, haha! That's what Astarion said. Holy crud, that was a serious hit. Needed that to happen. So far, this is going okay. So far, this is going okay. A little concerned, but we have plenty of Revivify scrolls, so this shouldn't be too bad. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get in range of this guy, and we're gonna blow an Eldritch Blast on killing this guy, but he did get 8 temporary hit points. Ah, that is gonna be really, really close. So we just have to get lucky on this shot, but we'll risk it. Oh, we're gonna miss it. No, dang it. Not ideal, you guys. Not ideal. Alright, time to bring Astarion down into the fray and outside of... Jeez Louise, these guys have such high AC. Yep. Got to kill this guy. Hey, nice. That was a good shot. Okay. I did want... He's got the Elixir of Bloodlust, so I wanted plenty of extra shots. Oh. And by plenty of extra shots, I mean I wanted all of them to miss. Jeez. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. Yeah, take that. Ooh. Take that. Oh, there was an invisible guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a level 6. Oh, guys, I think we're in serious trouble. Jeez, this is gonna be really close. I needed that critical hit. Oh my gosh. Lay on hands charge. Oh, I don't have the action to do that. All right. I would like to get over to Astarion and do some lay on hands, but I think Astarion's gonna just have to drink some potions. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, let's have Astarion drink that. Oh, killed for 10 HP? That is not great. So, okay, average for that is 16. Or like the most it can do is 16 plus 4. Man, that is not good. That's not good. Okay, so 16, 4 to 16, so average is 10. I rolled a 6. Jeez Louise. Not ideal, you guys. Not ideal. But here's the good news. I should be able to kill this guy and get some extra action going. Oh man, it's still gonna be pretty rough. I might, if I'm lucky here, I might be able to take this guy out right here, right now. Which I am super lucky. Hey! Jeez, that did not go well at all. So good. Lae'zel's inspired with her being incredibly dead. Oh my gosh, Gale has... Oh, that's the Revivify scrolls. Right? I mean, okay. Let me take a look at... Yep. Scrolls. No items found. Alright. We gotta... Lae'zel Shadowheart, don't go anywhere. Jeez Louise. Alright, Gale. Where are them scrolls at, my man? No, for real. Where are those scrolls? Yeah, let's move all these to Nerdad. Alright. Get out of camp. And raise my companions. Jeez. Oh, that could not have gone worse. Like, that was one turn, and they nuked. Utterly nuked. Both Lae'zel and... I mean, like, they didn't even get the chance to act. Yes. Yeah, I know, Lae'zel. Dang it all.
Speak quickly.
All right, now. About the Dragon Rider we met.
Damn it all!
Lae'zel.
Kithrak demanded my head. I should have given him yours. Bah! This is a distraction. The Kithrak deserves the whole of my scorn. How dare he speak my queen's name? How dare he dishonor her child?
So this is kind of interesting. Like the way that they do the motion capture for all of the Githyanki is all super similar. It's like they do this little head, like angled downward head shake, and they also do a bunch of like downward head at an angle. Like it's just neat how they got all the motion capture actors to act the same way. It's nicely done. It's nicely done. Persuasion. Calm yourself. Dang it all. Yeah, and oh, let's not do that. Crud. Critical failure. We're gonna roll again. From 1 to 25.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Judicious counsel, and vexing given the source. I am a child of Gith.
She's
I will
so
abide by
cranky.
protocol and seek the Kresh Gustil, as Vlaakith has taught. And then I will skewer the heretic with his own silver sword. A Kresh is
It's that
near,
silver sword that I
much is
wanted.
certain. We follow the path forward and seek signs of Githyanki settlers. No one, not even the ignoble Jastil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Lae'zel, you aren't a little suspicious of what the purification means? Alright, here we go. Yes, Shadowheart.
Fading fast. I need healing.
Yeah.
Seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it.
Let's not find out. We have enough to contend with already. There must be more to the artifact. You were sent to take it. You must know why it's so important. The artifact is shielding us, but ultimately you wish to give it away. Something has to give. Yeah, let's do this one. So, obtaining that artifact was Shadowheart's Sharan mission. So, yeah, we'll
I only know
get into
what I
that
know.
more.
I was ordered to retrieve it, and that's what I intend to do. The rest is immaterial to me.
All right. So, with that, let's go ahead and loot these guys that we barely killed. Get Yankee Longsword. That actually is pretty cool to give to Lae'zel. It's a decent sword. Go ahead and pick this pouch up as well. Always fun to get more containers just for organizational purposes.
Wonder if the gods are watching me?
Oh my gosh, what did I do? There we go. I know. So actually, Funny like, I like how none of them are phased by their deaths. Gale has something hyper interesting that happens whenever he dies, and it's almost worth intentionally letting him die in combat just to see all the stuff that happens with Gale. It's really fascinating.
A Githyanki slate. Give it here.
Psst. All right, Lae'zel, jeez, chill out.
Tirsu markings. Could this be?
Magical energy courses through the slate, then to Lae'zel. Your own body buzzes in resonance.
Look how wide her eyes
Diagram
are.
glows before you. Its meaning is beyond your comprehension.
Aww.
It is a map. Zoru did not lie. A creche lies within an ancient temple at the mountain pass. Hurry forth. Purification is at hand.
All right. So, yeah, we've got the Githyanki map, and that is gonna let it, like, it's gonna point us toward the mountain pass, and again, the mountain pass is going to guide us towards Act 2 as well. So we're not gonna deal with that too much right now, but we are gonna talk to these corpses.
No time to dally.
With whoever
I've got
can
a long
talk
road
to
ahead.
corpses. Who can talk to corpses? What's going on here? No. No.
Keep a blade close.
Oh, there we go. Let's try it.
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its kin.
This is what I mean when corpses are prissy about this thing. So, as a Gloomstalker Ranger, Astarion does have this disguise self. So we'll do a dwarf here. Just. All right. And so now the corpse is like, oh, someone completely different. Awesome.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right. So where the Githyanki creche is, we do know that thanks to the map. So we don't need to. They did talk about needing a weapon, so we're gonna ask her what the weapon does.
Powerful. Flacket's prize.
Let's see. Who are you?
Breather.
Okay. What is your profession?
Soth. Warrior of Flacketh.
Who is Flacketh?
My queen.
Yeah, you are right, Funnystein. Gale can talk to corpses, but Astarion right now has I think he has the ability to talk to corpses thanks to the amulet that I carry around that allows him to do that. Do you know where the Githyanki creche is? We have one more question. Thanks, Sarth.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
What if Astarion appreciates being able to walk around as like a dwarf instead of as a big, huge, nasty vampire?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Let's see. What were you doing here?
Seeking path. Baldur's Gate.
Oh, this is a tiefling, not one of the Githyanki. Did you find the way to Baldur's Gate?
Risen road. Cross wooden bridge.
Let's see. How did you die?
Monstrous warriors. Keen swords. Black spots.
Who could that be?
He crossed blades with a Githyanki. Few survive the ordeal. Fewer still claim victory.
I just did. Where did this monstrous warrior come from?
Mountain pass.
Yeah, again, more stuff directing us over to the mountain pass. What was your profession?
Miller. In Elturel. Before its fall.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
All right, let's get rid of this craziness, guys. Okay, and that is it for this little area. Let me double check and make sure that there is nothing over here that needs to be harvested, because every now and again, there are some sweet, sweet, sweet alchemy herbs. Oh, and Nerdad is over encumbered. So let's get these over to Shadowheart. Has some weight space. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, and actually, let's equip this girl with a Githyanki greatsword. Plus, it looks cool with her armor and the little rubies, I guess, in the armor. Plus the the rubies and the greatsword itself. Yeah, this greatsword is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And not only that, but when this greatsword is wielded by a Githyanki, it deals an additional 1 to 4 psychic damage. So, wonderful sword. It's a great sword, if you will. All right, let's get Lae'zel the heck out of the party.
All right, what now?
Speak.
Will do. Wait for
Are
me.
you sure that's the best course of action?
I am, actually.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
So whenever you dismiss party members back to camp, they all pitch a fit and like, "Are you sure? Oh, I have to go back. I have to sit there and do nothing. I'm so sad." Lae'zel's the only one that's like, "Indeed, confirmed."
Have to keep
So
going.
it's refreshing. It's refreshing. So thanks, Lae'zel. All right, so let's go ahead and head back to camp. We'll get the long rests in place. And
A long way to go still.
I kind of don't want to do an official long rest, but Shadowheart does have a lot of HP missing. But I think that if you do a long rest without using camp supplies, I believe that you do get HP back.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
Oh, I actually did want him to join up.
What's on your mind?
So, and it looks like we should talk to everybody just to kind of get their thoughts about Githyanki patrols.
The
and whatnot.
Gith Knight is as merciless as the dragon he rides. That we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle.
It's true. Leave. I know, puppy.
Speak.
Ask Lae'zel about the disc from the Underdark.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tissue markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head
See
buzzes
how
in
she
concert with
spat
Lae'zel's.
the word Orpheus?
But it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Not super hard with Lae'zel. Tirsu, you said. What does that mean? Who's Orpheus? Go on already. What's it say? You look uneasy. Are you all right? And I've read this one already. What do you make of it? I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. But for what it's worth, these are the Gith discs that we found inside the Arcane Tower that we were able to do the skill checks enough that that we were able to read these. So we'll do this one up here. Just because in general, if you pass a skill check, the dialogue options that result from those skill checks are usually better options that will lead to better resolutions. So we'll go ahead and do this one up here.
Drivel, all of it. Gith declared Vlaakith Queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
Yeah, so so Blackith is Lae'zel's queen. That's her home slice. That is who she is constantly like talking about and wanting to follow and wanting to deal with. So the idea that someone else is actually in control and that Blackith has been lying is just unacceptable to her. So anyway, and if it's true, it sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne. Now the story reeks of propaganda and attempt to foment discontent. Why are you so worked up? It's only a story. We'll check this one out here.
She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
So this is a common thing with the Gith Yankee as well. Like they're always threatening, and they never carry through with these threats. Like, I'm gonna slice off your toes, or you're lucky I'm, merciful because I would have flayed the skin from off your flesh. They always say stuff like that, but they never actually carry through with it or mean it. You think they'd figure it out? All right, Astarion. We'll talk to Astarion.
Yes.
Nothing here. Talk to Karlach.
That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake.
Let's see. That was in regard to the polyhedra.
Copper for your thoughts.
All right, there we go. We'll talk to Shadowheart now she's back alive.
Shah's blessings upon you.
I cannot believe how quickly they brought Shadowheart and Lae'zel not just to unconsciousness, but to full-on death. That is embarrassing. All right, I think I talked to everybody. Yeah. Wait, did I talk to Will? I don't remember talking to Will. Can't remember if I talked to Will.
Well met.
Yeah, nothing to talk to Will about. All right. So, I've got Speak with Animals, so we'll talk to Scratch, you guys.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
He's just so sweet. Like, he's sweeter when you can talk to animals. He's just happy and supportive and loyal and... Puppy. So leave a comment below whether you're a dog person or a cat person. And be sure to like and subscribe and verbally assault that notification bell so you can be leave a comment below and be sure to leave a comment in the chat. All right. We're going to go ahead and end the day, and this should bring us to the Tiefling celebration. Yeah.
You're handsome.
And look at all the party goers. So we're gonna start we're gonna start talking to everybody. Stop running away! Bruh! Stop running. Dude, let me talk to you. Alright, fine.
Fate spins along as it should.
It would appear that Withers is not a party animal.
Dost thou require a new ally?
So speaking of Withers, speaking of changing your class, I am probably going to change my class on Nerdad here pretty soon. I do enjoy the whole warlock thing. It is going to be better around level 10 whenever he could potentially get 3 attacks. But in the meantime, him being a part sorcerer is so strong. He just turns into a machine gun smite machine, and it's beautiful. And you know what? Yeah, Gale has 2 two familiars.
Maybe we should forget the city. Live out here under the stars.
So let's get rid of that one.
For me. But off you go, Master Ranger.
Without you.
I think we might have a bug going on here, because if you'll notice, not you, Gale.
Let's get going.
I can't talk to anybody.
Should mind my step.
Okay, we're gonna try saving, and we're gonna try reloading, and hopefully this is not a permanent-y bug. So if this reload does not work, then we're gonna try reloading a little bit before and see if we can get that to work. And if not, then who knows? We'll just have to go back 30 hours of playtime and... Oh, jeez. Not super comfortable with this, guys.
Patience.
I can just right-click them.
Have
That's
you
fine.
no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
I love Cal. He's great.
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
It's really nice seeing these three actually behaving and being nice to each other. And Cal is just the most cheerfully sarcastic guy ever.
Remember what happened last time?
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
He's just so sarcastic.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that.
Let's see, how about the three of you having fun? I'm glad you stuck around. I think the boost is doing more than we did. I did all the work. Yeah, we'll do, how about the three of you having fun?
Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Poor guy. These tieflings really have been through a whole lot, and it feels good to have this moment of celebration with them.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
And then there's this cranky guy. Let's see, we survived. That's always worth celebrating. Are you this unpleasant by nature or choice? You're right, this should be a somber occasion. I wonder if there's some sarcasm behind this, but you should join them. Have a pint or two. No, I will not use friends on that.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Alright. Talk to Withers. I'll talk to that guy. We'll get that guy in a little bit. Let's see if Scratch has anything new to say. I bet he's excited.
I like these people.
Aww.
They're joyful. It's contagious.
He's so sweet. He is just the sweetest dog. I wish I could talk to all dogs. Because I do think, I don't know how, but it's just like, I've heard 2 lines from Scratch, but I feel like they really captured the feel of what it is like if you could talk to dogs. It's just optimistic and happy and...
I need
wonderful.
to dance. No, I need to lie down.
Oh, fun stuff.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
The celebration dialogue is really nice.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're welcome. What for? Spontaneous thank yous make me suspicious. I'm sure you're welcome.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. Were our bond a little stronger, I might even have shared a moment of magic with you. Alas, our fledgling acquaintanceship has not yet taken flight. Such intimacy will have to wait. Another night, perhaps.
Yo, my heart is devoted to Shadowheart. Don't be weird.
Enjoy the night. It seems to me full of opportunities.
And Will's not over here. Where could he be?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
These voice actors are so good. And even like the motion capture that they do is just fantastic. Just fantastic. Not really. I'm not much of a bard. How about Courage? Classic song material. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it. Jeez. Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. And if I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. We'll do How About Courage? It's classic song material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Alright, we'll head over to... Let's see, I've talked to all these guys. Yeah, we'll head over this way. So I don't think I talked to Karlak yet.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations too.
Let's see, are you enjoying yourself? Did you have parties like this in a furnace? Jeez. I think I've drummed up the courage to tell you how much I like you. Oh, here we go. Dating sim time. Enjoy yourself tonight, Karlak. Let's see. Did you have parties like this in Avernus?
Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Fuck yes.
Hey, language.
I'm celebrating my freedom and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise.
All right, enjoy yourself tonight, Karlak.
You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
All right, talk to Karlak. Let's go talk to Shady Heart.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange.
Oh, you can see the mark on her
You know
hand.
who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Refugees? Me? Let me guess, yourself? Shar? Refugees.
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Shadowheart's really interesting because she is a good person at heart. She really is. But, like, Shar is not a cheerful or loving goddess. And so, a lot of the times, like, she has these moments of... It's almost like she is trying to be evil and failing horrifically. Let's see. Not so odd. We did the right thing. Are you worried Shar won't approve? Don't get used to it. We just need to clear the path forward. It sounds like the wine is talking. You know what? Let's do Are You Worried Shar Won't Approve?
Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me?
I'd be glad to.
We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off.
Dating sim. I'll find you after everyone's turned in for the night.
Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Let's see if there's anything else that she needs to say.
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
Alright. Just about talk to everybody. Do need to talk to Lacrissa.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Easy enough. Let's see if I can left click on stuff now.
I've
Hey.
seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
Dating
I smell your
sim.
blood on you still. I smell your moisture. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Astarion looks particularly
Dating,
tempting.
just murdering crimes. Oh, Lae'zel. Okay. So she's after Astarion tonight. Normally I'd be like, ooh, not a good idea, but it is Lae'zel. I think Astarion better be careful.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
We do definitely need to talk to Halsin, but we'll get to that in a second. Oh, for whatever reason I can't left click
You
on him.
came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
Don't be so harsh on your elders. Indeed, and now you owe me. That sounded dangerously close to a compliment. What are you doing way over here? That idol of yours went missing, sorry to say. Didn't steal it, and I didn't save afterwards, right? I did reload. Did I reload? Did I steal the idol? I may not have reloaded after I stole the idol. Whoops. We'll have to see. That sounded dangerously close to a compliment. Although, actually, no. What are you doing way over here?
Watching a bunch of old folks get dumber by the dramful. And when they run dry, I've got a few bottles tucked away to keep things flowing. For a price, of course.
Oh, Mull is an entrepreneur through and through.
Go on, enjoy yourself. But if any of them sleep past noon, they're getting left behind.
That idol of yours went missing, sorry to say.
Damn it!
Language.
Having that stashed away would have made life a lot easier.
I kind of feel bad about not turning that in now. I mean, if I was gonna keep it, may as well, right? Let's see, Astarion. No, he doesn't have it. Yeah, he doesn't have it. I must have reloaded. Kind of weird that it ended that way then. Like, ended the quest that way. Oh well. Ended it clean. We're doing this run squeaky clean, right? Alright, and Halsin. We'll go ahead and talk to him.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Weird, creepy lighting, Halsin. Let's see. But I'd like to get to know you some more. Take your own advice. Why don't you go on and mingle a little bit?
We'll have time to spare for that, I sensed. I'm surprised you hadn't had your fill of me already.
We'll talk another time.
Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Is that a double entendre? Was that a double entendre from 2023? Alright, I believe... Oh, no. That is not everybody. Because Will was suspiciously missing from his tent. Yeah, let's go over here.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Of course I noticed there was no party without you. What exactly do you think you're doing skulking out here? Yeah. Are you all right?
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays.
You know you look
don't want a
exactly
devil
like
at
them
your
now.
party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous.
Did they have balloons back in medieval times? That seems a little weird. That seems a little weird. Let's see. You don't unsettle me. You know that. You just have some fetching horns. I'm envious. Come on, you're exaggerating. Not that much has changed. And sorry it has you feeling rough tonight.
I'll be fine. Seeing you has cheered me more than you can know. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Let's see.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember.
Okay.
You've made sure of that.
Did they have any helium to go in the pig bladders when they filled them up? All right, now I think we are done, and now I think we can actually do the long rest. We'll go ahead and save before we do that. And we are going to not do any camp supplies, and we're just going to go ahead because I plan on long resting quite a bit here. Just to kind of take care of cutscenes that we're missing out on. Okay, but yeah, if you camp without supplies, your hit points will be restored, but only half, so it'll be like a short rest. Spell slots you do get back, though, and you just don't get short rest. So we are maxed out on short rest, so that's not even a big deal. And we are going to long rest a couple of times here, again, just to get rid of cutscenes, so this isn't too big of a deal. I am concerned a little bit about Lae'zel getting angry about us spending several days without, going to the creche because, again, she won't shut up about it. But yeah, we'll continue.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
Shadowheart. Dating sim.
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
Let's see. I wouldn't dream of missing it.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
Let's see. To victory, survival, to us, to friendship. Let me know in the comments and in the chat what should I pick. Let's see. We'll go to victory.
Dominant, self-centered, savoring another's loss. I like it. To victory.
So again, it's like she's trying to be evil.
Yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Let's see. Something about me. I'm surprised you cared. No. Share a little memory from growing up in Baldur's Gate. Other things we could do besides talk. You first. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. We'll do share a little memory from growing up.
Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Let's see. I'm not sure what else I can say. Your turn. I insist. A little give and take is only fair. Yeah, it's time. It's time. We're going to do this one. Crit success. That's what I wanted in my dating sim.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Do you think your memories will ever come back? Wrong. You like night orchids and can't swim. You told me once. And drinking wine won't help that. That's a convenient way to avoid the question. Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll do this one.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
Incidentally, if you're trying to date a girl and she mentions something in the past and you bring it up, it's a good way to get points with her. They appreciate it when, in general, they appreciate it when you remember stuff.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Look into her eyes. The others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet. We should get back. Yeah, look into her eyes.
What?
She's got to use like some serious hair plaster to keep it so that it doesn't fall down whenever she's laying down. Just checking for signs of ceramorphosis. You're beautiful.
I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night.
There's no need to thank me.
Well deserved, though.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Kiss her! It's all about the approval, you guys. I don't like dating sims, but you get companion approval for this. Gotta optimize, gotta min-max.
That didn't hurt, did it?
It's a little tingle. No, far
Good to
from
know.
it.
For the future. Let's head back, if we must.
It's a weird-looking waterfall. See, what needs to happen here is because, you know, you stayed up all night talking with Shadowheart. You should not get the benefits from a long rest.
It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous. Though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
That's right.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
See, what's so dangerous about it? Moonrise Towers it is, then. I'd better make haste. I was expecting more from you than a lead towards some distant, dangerous prospect. And that's it? Just go to this place? Yeah, what's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Let's see. Sounds like I have no choice. I need to find a way through. What do you suggest? The Absolute's forces can tolerate such a place? There must be another way to cure myself, and how are you so sure Moonrise is where I have to go? Man, lots of good choices here. What do you suggest? No choice. Must be another way to cure myself. How can the Absolute forces tolerate such a place? Yeah, are you so sure that Moonrise is where I have to go?
Nature speaks to me.
Oh, well, if nature speaks to you.
And I've overheard goblins speaking of
That
it too.
seems more logical, my guy.
Moonrise is at the heart of all this. I'm sure of it.
Gotta love the grass completely blocking the view. Sounds like no choice. I need to find a way through. I got the option to come back and do some of these ones I didn't get to pick. The Absolute Forces can tolerate such a place.
So it seems, though I don't know how. You will have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. Must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Yeah. I found the hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. The way is clear. And I don't want to risk getting lost in the Underdark. I'll journey overland. I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer right. And what would you do? Let's do this first one.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin.
That's right.
I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
So Halsin is super tall, and I'm super short, and it's amusing, like, seeing him, like, look all the way down at me. Let's see. You want to come to Moonrise as well? Why?
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair.
Yeah, Halsin is pretty
overthrow
deeply
Ketheric Thorm and his dark
linked with
justiciars
Moonrise.
years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection.
All roads lead to Moonrise. Is that why you went with Aradin? And if you guys remember, Aradin was the mercenary that had the assignment or the contract to go find the Night Song, and for whatever reason, Halsin, the first druid of this sacred Emerald Grove, went with him. Went with this, you know, gruff, cranky mercenary, and this is why. This is why he was. Well, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Is that why you went with Aradin? You thought you might uncover this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
Let's see, who? What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps? Couldn't Nettie take over? And I'll trust your judgment. Yeah, couldn't Nettie... what about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps?
Wrath has promise, but he has a ways to go yet. He wasn't able to stop Korga by himself. The Grove needs experience and a
I like his
strong
gauntlets.
man.
Like
the Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What
like
it
the
needs
wood.
is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you. And won't this cause resentment? Sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. We should get going. Yeah, we'll do resentment.
Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
All right. So, yeah, we got half of our spell slots done.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
She got hers back. He got a good number of his back. Gale got I think they were pretty full up on spell slots anyway. The big thing that I did want was Nerdad to get his back, just so I could get another armor back at this end. And these warlock spells are so good, and the fact that they recharge on short rest, and the fact that they automatically increase in level as you level up, it's just great. It's just great. All right, so I am actually going to head over to the Druid Grove. Actually, let me.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I will do this. Just so I can talk to a lot of the druids that are still in the center of the Druid Grove, because I believe there is some important stuff that we need to do now that the celebration is done. Now that Halsin has officially decided who is going to be the new leader of the Grove. And we can talk about some other stuff that would have happened had we investigated Kalga. And if you'll notice, all of the tieflings are gone. And there is Kalga just hanging out in shame and embarrassment.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Dude, be happy for a second. Jeez Louise. I wonder if I should try pickpocketing her and see if she has anything good.
Use.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it. In the meanwhile, we're going to take a look at all of these wooden barrels and crates. Because we need stuff. We need stuff to sell. Look at all the stuff. Water bottles, old clothes, torches. Oh, perfect. Old rotten cheese. Oh, always good to eat the old rotten cheese. Let's see. Oh, look at that. This guy's still up here, and it's still illegal to grab all this stuff. All right, all right. I can chill out. I can chill out. Oh, so speaking of, or not speaking of, but eventually we're going to get to the point where we are going to want to respec Nerdad into the sorcerer style. But the question is, as always, do we want to go with a do we want to go with Ancients, or do we want to go with Vengeance? Vengeance is slightly better at doing smiting, which is a direction that we absolutely want to go with, being a sorcerer spec. Or do we want the healing so that we have fewer short rest and long rest that we need to take? I think already we are being pretty overly conservative with our long rests. And so we really don't need to be super conservative with them. So I think the right answer is to go with Vengeance. And not that middle. I can't even remember what the third. The third paladin spec is, because and forget that we don't want that second one. It's stupid. And since we're already running out of weight space, we might need to do some selling while we're here as well. Always good to take it. Plus, we get a refresh on all the inventory, which is really good. Because that way we can see if we can get Enhanced Leap, finally. Alright, talk to Wrath here.
Now that Halsin is here, Korga will surely see sense.
Ooh, bad news on that front, my guy.
I hope whatever rot was lurking in her heart can be swiftly cut away.
I was actually expecting something from him. And I'm kind of surprised we did not get it. Let's see. Thank you, Crush. Alright. Okay, I guess not.
By your efforts, Sylvanus' grace can be restored to the Grove. May he always share your stride.
So it always throws me off, because I think it's in World of Warcraft that there's somebody named Sylvanus and it is female. So I always think that Sylvanus here in D&D is female, And so it's always weird whenever they say, this is the Oak Father.
Sylvanas be with you, my friend.
I love her accent. It's so great. It's so great. And it's also good to see that bird, you know, up and floating around. Oh, that's why Wrath didn't give us anything, because we've already gotten the, you know, the little stone tablet and already gone down there. Okay, all right. I thought that was the important thing that I needed to do, but it turns out I did not need to do that. Why is the bird... Oh, it was exhausted for a second there. Okay, it's just trying to get all better and stuff. All right, fine. I think we're gonna go. You know, we're gonna go talk to Aaron. We'll sell some of this stuff and at least clear that out. We'll see if he's got scrolls that we can use. Because we do need a lot of scrolls. There are some pretty important ones that we're gonna need. Let's see. Moving along. Again, so much walking to get over to Aaron because he's just the most inconvenient place ever. So, the question is, you don't get short rest back, which really means that short rest are the... Like, whenever you take a long rest, and the long rest is not have the camp supplies, you get half of your HP back. You get half of your spell slots back, which are really, in my opinion, the most important...
It'll take a while for us all to recover.
Resources that you have. But there are still quite a lot of resources that you don't get back, like Channel Oath comes back on short rests, but if you use up your short rest to get those abilities back, then you end up actually not getting back a lot of your, you know, short rest stuff. So it's kind of interesting. I'm rethinking this a little bit. I always thought that, you know, a short rest party would be super useful because you could just spam short rests as much as you need, but I actually kind of think that a caster exclusive party might be the way to go, because then you don't need to use any camp supplies. You just long rest as much as you need to. You get all of your stuff back. So this is kind of interesting. It does also look like his inventory does not fully reset whenever you don't take a camp supplied. No, I take it back here. I was thinking I didn't see the scrolls, but there are the scrolls right there. Scroll of Ray of Frost. I am going to go ahead and grab that. Just because that can be incredibly useful for learning a little bit later on. Scroll of Blindness, I think I already have. Scroll of Featherfall. Scroll of Fly, I think I might have that one already. Scroll of Greater Invisibility and Polymorph. I think these are all good. I did grab the Scroll of Ray of Frost just because he can learn that right now. Well, actually, I can respec him without Ray of Frost and then learn Ray of Frost from this scroll, which is a nice way of getting as many of those cantrips as you possibly can. Acid Vial, I'm going to keep. All of this other stuff goes into the sale bucket. Oh, good. I've got a Full Giant Strength Elixir. I need to double check that he's got blindness. I think that's the major one that I'm going to need. Yeah. Let's double check that.
You keep...
Yeah. Oh, actually. Gale, what have you got here? Blindness, yes, we already have. So we do not need that at all. I do wish that there was a way that you could, from the vendor inventory, look and see like what spells Gale or whatever wizard already has and what scrolls you already have. Because you need that information in order to make decisions on what scrolls you actually want to purchase.
That's
all right. So we have sold the stuff that we need to sell. Githyanki crossbow. I should probably go ahead and sell those, actually.
It'll take a while for us all to... Of course.
But remember, you're not the only one in need. Yeah, that'll do it. See if anybody else has stuff that they need to sell. Oh, yeah. Githyanki Halfblade needs to go. Oh, no, it needs out of gold. Oh, no.
How delicious.
And Astarion does not have anything, and neither does Gale. So, just a couple pieces of armor that I need to sell, so we'll head over to Dammon and sell all that stuff. And actually, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can loot while we are over here. Oh, Dammon's not here anymore. That's kind of unfortunate. If I had known that, I would have sold my armor first.
I need a quick word.
You did this grove a great favor. And now leave the rest to us.
Yeah, you've done so well so far. I really should leave everything to you, yes.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough.
Where were you during the attack?
Within the inner sanctum, of course. It is not for us to fight your battles.
What a jerk. You disgust me. Yeah.
I assure you, the feeling is mutual.
What a nice guy. Ugh. It's ridiculous. Yeah, let's check out in here. I think there are some things in here that we're going to want to grab now that ain't nobody in here. So this is really suspicious that he's got this book over here on the origins of the Zentarum. But grab it.
Always room for more.
Anyway, we are going to do. And grab this incense bowl and this incense and check out this wicker basket and look at this vase or vase. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. That's interesting too. That there is there's the on the origins of the Zentarum or Zentarum or whatever. Let's see, an excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Iosefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denir for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. But perhaps greater still than their monopoly as the continent's largest private army, the true achievement of the modern Zentarum is the sanitized image they present to the world. Viewed by most as an efficient, if unscrupulous, mercenary organization, few would guess at the Black Network's dark origin as a cult dedicated to the dark god Bane, once bent towards bringing all peoples to heel beneath his creed of tyranny and domination. Many among their ranks scoff when confronted with this fact, citing overblown conspiracies and reassuring me that the only gods to whom the Zentarum, I think it's Zentarum, isn't it? Didn't we have this discussion before? I feel like we did. To whom the Zentarum give worship today are the twin deities of profit and power. This is not to say the organization has entirely shed its dark side, however. Alongside the clenched fist of their military, another hand works from the shadows to ensure that the network prospers even in peacetime. For just as vital as the movement of troops is the movement of goods, legal or otherwise, and there is no border or market that is ever truly closed to one bearing the seal of the Black Network. All right, so this is fascinating because it's kind of an interesting thing in D&D. There, like for every class, there is a representative organization, and well, I should say every 2 or 3 classes. So like the Emerald Grove has like 2 classes associated with it, I think, and the Zentarum is one of those organizations that represents classes. And so like if you're a rogue or not a bard, I can't remember what the other one is, but if you're a rogue or this other class, the Zentarum is the thing that you would normally go with. But I feel like they get the short end of the stick because the Zentarum are always like the bad guys. But I mean, that's fair because I mean, come on, you're a rogue. You're a rogue. So I mean, your whole purpose in existence is to backstab people and steal things. So I mean, it does make sense that that's what you're going for. Let's see what's in the chest. Blade and yeah, decent goldy stuff. All right, let's go check out the stuff down here that we were never able to grab. Oh, let's get Nerdad.
Another step forward.
Just because he has more weight space. Great, yes, go perfect. Pick up the bedroll. Not what I was intending, my guy. You do look comfortable. Oh, did you see that? It said we couldn't steal it because it was too heavy because Nerdad was on the bedroll. That's hilarious. Take up this bowl, take up this plate. All kinds of delicious stuff. And again, this is all gold, you guys. This is all gold, and we need as much gold as we can. Because we're not pickpocketing like crazy. Let's see. Got to go... Yeah, up these little stairs up here. I think there's some stuff at the top of this ladder, too.
Let's have a look.
And it looks like I have already been through here, but not thoroughly, because there is some stuff on the ground that we need to grab. I think I've already been through here. But even still, if I've been through here, why did I not pick up all of the alcohol on the ground? Oh, yeah, see, look at all this stuff I need to grab. No, not the crate. You click on the open crate, and he's like, oh, fascinating. That's pretty interesting. It's an open crate. That's great. Cool. All right, I think we're done here. Let's go up the ladder. Because now that all the tieflings are officially gone, it's actually super, super easy to grab a lot of this stuff. Backpack that I've apparently already grabbed as well. How about up here? Anything up here? No, there's nothing up here. All right. Let's go ahead and go back into camp. But with that, we're actually going to go ahead and end the stream for tonight. What we're going to do next time is, again, we're going to kind of take care of all of the long resty stuff that we need to do. And basically what that comes down to is just long rest after long rest after long rest until we are done with cutscenes, because we are in the background, we are accumulating all of these cutscenes, and some of these are actually pretty significant that we need to take care of. Some of them will lead to some of the things that we need to take care of. So ultimately, I need to rethink my whole Baldur's Gate 3 philosophy, because again, I'll start leaning towards the short rest parties, but I think long resting without camp supplies is the way to go, and that'll kind of make me rethink how I am doing an honor mode run that I'm doing and recording that I'll eventually upload onto YouTube. Because I think long resting without camp supplies might actually be the way to go. So something to think about. You guys stick in the comments if you have any opinions on long resting versus short resting, just because, again, long resting apparently is an unlimited resource, while short resting is not. It's entirely based off of your camp supplies. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know, and appreciate y'all being here. Again, if you do like this content, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to give this video a like. It does actually mean a lot to the metrics that YouTube pays attention to. So thank you guys so much, and we will catch you next time. It is worth noting that with the holiday season coming up, with Christmas time coming up, my schedule is going to be very, very erratic. So be sure to check my channel to see when those upcoming streams are. We'll have the latest information for when the streams are occurring.